Good morning. Free market, the 23rd of January, 2019. And a reminder to traders, if you are trading, use risk capital you can afford to lose. Got some volatility back in the market, up one day, down the next, up one day. And nobody should be fooled by these swings. That's the nature of markets, to fluctuate. Use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. Let's take a quick peek at a few charts. Left off with a 15-minute chart yesterday. RTA saying this really looks like the chart in play. Gave a little more power than just the 5-minute chart, and that is held. The overnight low is held. Yesterday's low is held, and we have had a bounce that's taken us up almost to the 50 mark. So we're going to go back to the 5-minute chart. And you'll note the rain line where this last pullback, we said make sure you are paid coming into 48s. That the next resistance zone likely will be 48 to 52. Make sure you're paid. But note that the pullback really didn't come back as much as you would think. And that's why I had said I don't think the high is in yet. I think perhaps we're going to squeeze a few shorts first before we come back and give them some satisfaction. So this is the RTH chart. We're going to keep an eye on that. And basis this chart, we said the squeeze pivot's going to be 32, the gap. Okay, if you take out the gap, then obviously we can filter back below it. But for now, I'm considering that as important support for a number of reasons, but primarily because that's just the way the dynamics seem to be laid out. If that breaks, then obviously we can come backwards and do some more testing for support. So temporarily, I think that's a key today. We're looking at the overnight move. We can see that we didn't quite get back to a 3-box move, but certainly a reasonable, convenient trade. Anybody that took it pre-market and said, I'd rather just try to nibble short, see if I can get backwards, get back towards the middle. We said this is going to be an aggressive area right here for support at this 37. And you can see the dynamics, how Aqueduct has worked. They supported 17 yesterday. They supported the double at 27s. So I want to pay attention to 37. And this is the relationship that we've got going on right now. So it looks like potentially a little possibility of squeezing shorts first. Here's our 15-minute chart that I said I want to be aware of. Note the breakdown yesterday. Remember we had that 49 overnight low? So we've stalled just ahead of that. And on the pullback, fairly tight pullback. We really didn't run backwards too much. And you can see where it got supported by the green breaks, and then the red line catches and pushes. And the blue line back here. And if we get back under all of these, then that's the wrecking ball trade, and that's the one that will come back and seek to test supports. So for now, you got to keep our eye on that blue line. Basis 15-minute, which is our normal chart. If we are looking at the weekly, we can see the breakdown yesterday. So we seem to be trapped right now inside the pipe. Note that I'm showing the high as the leak gap high to account for the travel range. So this really makes this like a swing chart because it gives us that actual travel range from stem to stern. So I've got this, when I said 47 and a quarter, 47.75 target, this is what I was looking at. So GCF right in the same area. And certainly for now, I'm looking at the 55, as I said, as possibly the next resistance, top of the next resistance box. So long should be paid, directional move overnight, should be paid coming into the open, may get a little more, who knows? But for sure, if you have played in the direction of the trend, I like to see traders get paid ahead of the open. And if you want to hang on trailer, that's up to you. Risk and reward, we've come about 30 points already. So we're going to pay attention to that. And today looks like, yesterday I said two-way day. Today I'm saying two-way day. And it turned out we had two-way day early. We had two-way day late, but the middle was not. The middle was a one-way day. Boom. And then we got the bounce into the close. So it's like a Z pattern. So currently all we know is that support is yesterday's low, resistance, Friday's high, and we've got a range trade. We also said if we're looking at things, maybe I've got that chart belongs over there, I think. We also said if we look at the yearly and monthly range, this 17, I said, is support. Educated guess. Didn't have to hold, but it did. So that puts this high where we're at now, this 46 zone, 47 zone, as the middle from these two boxes. So this is a nice 50-back swing, really. And you can see that proportionate for here. So we're not ready to break down and give the shorts the satisfaction they'd love to see. And right now we're bouncing and retesting the current last 2 days range. So for now, support, obviously we're going to use that 37 as the aggressive support. And anything we can get back into this box, especially over 52 to 55, I'm going to consider good fortune. So this shows that nicely. Angels, 29.25. Demon, 46. We can see the third time through trade here. Aborts, comes back, retests that breakout and holds and comes back. All done in light overnight volume. So can we run a bit more before we come back and big boys say, no, it's time for profit taking? Probably. If you're conservative, sit out the first couple of minutes. Not a lot of news scheduled today. And right now, I think it's squeezing the shorts a little bit before we come back and do any more back testing in the day's range. All right, trade well. And don't overtrade today. Not a lot of news right now. Remember the goal, take something out of the market every day, get your 4 or 5 points, try to find trades with limited risk. Name of the game.